Now I want to turn to an incredible story of compassion. An animal rescue organization called OCCRA, the Dove Lewis Vet Hospital, and the Oregon Bird Alliance all working together to save a bald eagle. It was grounded with a hurt leg in Rood Bridge Park in Hillsboro, and after nurturing it back to health for 2 full months, that eagle was released back into that same park just last week. The manager of the OBA's Wildlife Care Center told me that they believe by saving this eagle, they may have saved a relationship. Watch. Actually, the video of the rescue of this eagle is amazing. You see handlers taking the eagle wrapped up in a blanket. You just see the talons sticking out from the bottom. What was the condition of this bald eagle when you found it back in February?
I would say the eagle was definitely in rough condition, but it was still pretty active and definitely tried to evade the rescuers. So there was a little bit of a chase and kind of fighting through the brambles to get over to the eagle. No matter what we do, they don't know we're trying to help, and so he's just trying his darndest to get away from us.
I can imagine the eagle was grounded though and was catchable, so what
Yes.
exactly was wrong?
We don't know for sure, but we believe it was eagle on eagle activity. So this time of year we have eagles defending their territory for mating season, but we also have them doing this really cool mating display where they lock talons and kind of circle down towards the earth. And depending on which of those activities it was, you definitely could have had an accident, and one way or another, the eagle's leg got injured.
After the eagle was back here at the Wildlife Care Center, I've seen the photos of the exams, and
Yes.
I know that you guys did blood work. Tell me about that process and what you guys all did to help this eagle get back into good health.
Yeah, so the eagle was contained by our partners over at On Call Community Rescue for Animals and brought to our other partners at Dove Lewis Animal Emergency Hospital. So they actually did the stabilizing overnight, and we picked up the eagle in the morning. That's when I performed the initial exam and found that there was some laxity in the leg. There was a lot of bruising and scratches kind of on his face and on his wing, and it was clear he had some type of traumatic incident. So we rehydrated him, we provided pain medication, and we also started him on some antifungal medications. Since he's an eagle, his species requires additional support and care.
I gotta ask, what is it like feeding an eagle for
Oh.
2 months? What's that diet look like?
So he definitely had a preference for fish. We tried giving him rats and squirrels and other things, but he really had a taste for fish. So we tapped into our volunteer pool and asked for fishers to get some salmon and other things for him. So it was definitely a little bit of a volunteer ask to try to get some natural diet for him.
And you said it was how many grams per day?
About 200 grams of fish per day is what he was eating us out of house and home, yes.
And I know the moment of release was such an epic thing to see on video.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you were there.
Yes.
From beginning, middle, and end, seeing that bird go back out into the wild. Just tell us about that moment.
Yeah, so same thing there. It's very rare that we get to see that moment that they return to the wild, and he was a really special case. Me and a few other of our staff members were there. A lot of volunteers were there to see it. A lot of us cried on that moment that he flew up into the sky, and we were also able to see other eagles and other raptors kind of come in to start kind of greeting him in the sky. When the OCCRA volunteers went out to go rescue the eagle, when they captured the eagle and were putting it in the container, there was another eagle calling. And so our suspicion is that is the mate of the eagle. And so we were really happy to see when we released him, another eagle showed up. We can only hope that that's his spouse from the time before and that they still have time to create some babies this spring.
Nothing but the best for that eagle and for all the folks that helped his rehabilitation.